very special guest with us today here on Spare Parts. We have someone who has made a name for themselves as a horror writer, as a TikToker, and now as a fucking movie producer and actor. You've done it all. Selena Myers, otherwise known as Celinaspookyboo, welcome in.
Hi.
Welcome to Spare Parts. Thank you so much for coming. You were like our top tier ask.
We made this podcast and we were like, okay, we got to come up with guest list. You were the first person we thought of.
Well, you want to know, craziest thing, I full stalker mode. I'm going to be so honest. Letterkenny, not going to lie, seen every episode, at least, I'm not kidding, 6 times, maybe 7. It's my comfort show. The only time in my life where I got weird about it and I was like, I'm going to follow every single actor and I'm going to reach out and tell them that I love them and just be real fucking weird about it. So this is a dream come true. I spent all morning trying to find my Katie Funko Pop because she used to sit on my desk, but she's gone.
Somebody stole her.
Do you think it's one of your 12 dogs who took it?
Maybe. No, it's probably my brother.
Okay, fair enough. For context, Selena has 12 dogs, chickens, all sorts of... You're one of those kids, weren't you? Who wanted a bunch of animals.
No, this is why I love Letterkenny so much, okay? I live in a town of 2,000 people, 2,500 people.
Wow.
I grew up, I'm a hick. I'm a hick.
You identify as a hick?
Gal. Yeah.
Oh, immediately.
Oh, this is
all
great.
The dances were at the Egg Hall in Woodstock.
Look like a skid.
I was going to say, I feel like you are a perfect mesh of Evan and I's characters. Yeah. Because you have a huge horror. I mean, we have to get into that. Like, you love the paranormal. You talk about it a lot. You have your own kind of video series where you almost seem paranoid.
Oh my God, did I neglect to say paranormal podcast as well? Did I not even include that? Like, literally, that's another thing that
we're always
do.
up to something over here. Something to do in the backcountry.
Dude, she drove. Do you still have a hearse?
Yeah.
Drives a fucking hearse.
So why did you guys not have a hearse on the show? That was always my wonder. I get it, but it would have made so much sense.
That's actually, why didn't Stuart have a hearse?
You think Stuart has a license, guys?
Oh, true. But I bet Roll does.
A license?
I bet Roll does.
Has a license.
Yeah, he's on it.
He has a clean Honda Civic. Like a really clean white Honda Civic. Just
but from 96, right? But from 96.
It's not new.
Vintage.
No bells and whistles.
No.
Point A to point B.
He would put a spoiler on it. NOS.
Oh my God. Yeah. It'd have that cherry bomb on the back.
Yeah. Dude. I was just thinking this yesterday. I saw a guy with just a ludicrous vehicle with, the spinners on it and a really low profile, all that sort of stuff. If I had money when I was 14, the kind of car that I would have gotten would have been the stupidest fucking
obscene.
Fast and the Furious, gold and, you know what I mean? Like, you would have really had fun.
Especially oh my gosh.
That's a great question. Selena, what would your teen car, if money was no object, what would you have bought yourself on your sweet 16?
I kind of had it because my dad passed me a car and it was a supercharged Bonneville. It was this boat of a car. By the time I was 17 years old, no license, street racing charges.
Are you fucking serious? Is this real?
Yeah, immediately real. When my husband and I met, street 5 foot tall, going way too fast.
In a Bonneville?
In a Bonneville. It was all blacked out. It looks sick.
Dude, I don't understand. Did you get your license back? Or?
I got it back, but first the people who I raced were mad and smashed out my windows, and I lived.
Wait,
you know what? I was a skid. I was a hick and a skid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you thought that's hick behavior? That's a skid and a half. Losing your license.
You're right. No, you're right.
Skid.
It's very skid. Drag racing, very skid.
Yeah.
But you got it back. You learned your lesson.
Sure did.
And here you are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you learn your lesson? You still drive fast cars, don't you? Occasionally?
I do. Cars are my problem. I love cars. It's a problem. I have a Porsche. I try not to get into trouble. It's an old Porsche, though.
Are you allowed to drive it fast?
I love an old Porsche.
I wouldn't, but it's old, but it's still fast.
You should take it to a track.
Yeah, but it's me, so I'm gonna accidentally drive into a wall or something.
Yeah, but that's okay because you're on a track. You'll wear a helmet. You'll put some pillows around. I think it'll be fine.
I'll send you a video.
I'll sit in the passenger seat just because I trust you so much.
Perfect.
I have a question for
you.
Do you ever say Porsche?
I just call it a Porsche. My dad calls it a Porsche. He has an old one. So I kind of got it from him. It's like our family thing is that we like those cars. But no, I've always thought for a little girl, though, the name Portia is so cute.
It's very cute.
I just think of Portia Rossi. Why
Ellen DeGeneres'
Ellen
wife.
DeGeneres' wife. Yeah, that's Portia. And now it's Portia from season 2 of White Lotus. Portia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think of season 2 though?
Oh, I loved it. I think it was my favorite
liked
one.
it?
You didn't like it? Eh? Wow.
But wait,
Starting
season
off on
2?
a really bad foot. Italy.
Yeah, Italy with Jennifer Coolidge is season 2.
Exactly.
Really? Wait, did
I like
you
season 1 and 3.
I didn't see season 1.
Season
I only
1's
saw
so
seasons
good.
2 and 3. I know.
Season 1's great. It
But
really
it was so
lays the
big,
groundwork.
though. I didn't want to watch it because everyone was so excited about it. When people like something,
So you just went into season 2?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. I didn't know
understand
any
then.
of the context, so I didn't know who she was. I didn't know she was already in the show.
Balls
I
deep.
I was right in there. And you know what? I think it was good enough for me. I don't even need to see season 1. Although it's Sydney Sweeney and Alex Daddario, is that correct?
I think so. And Jennifer Coolidge.
And Jennifer Coolidge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who is the guy who plays the like really pompous dick boyfriend and he's set?
I
hated
hate
so
him.
much, but he's so good at being I'm like, you're incredible at being an asshole. He's also an asshole in Girls. Played
So he
opposite
has to be an
Lena
asshole
Dunham.
in real life, right?
Adam
Do you think,
Driver?
or do you think he's like the sweetest guy in the world who's just really good at channeling an asshole? I don't know.
You have to have it in you, don't you?
You think so? I think it's the opposite. I think if you act like an asshole on screen, you have to be so observant of
And
the human
kind,
condition
empathetic.
and so empathetic to
You
know
guys
what
would
makes someone
know.
an asshole.
Y'all are legendary. Y'all would know.
I would love to
appreciate
play a true asshole someday. I feel like I don't get to play deeply don't say deeply asshole.
Deeply
No.
asshole.
No. I just want to play somebody who really makes people feel bad.
Yeah.
I
That'd
wanna
be
try
an
that.
interesting. Yeah.
Have you found acting to be I know this is kind of new for you as a professional actor, but I assume you did community theater. You've been acting your whole life on
I
the
haven't.
internet. No, but like you've been doing versions of acting. You do characters, you do sketch, you do,
I love film and television so much. It is my absolute passion. And I'll never forget, because of TikTok, they reached out to me to be in a Hallmark movie called Would You Die For Me?
Did you do
I'm
it?
gonna watch it tonight. What's it called? Sorry,
It's a
what's it
Would You
called?
Die For Me?
Would You Die For Me?
And it was crazy because I was coming off this medication. I was not in a great headspace for this filming. And I'll never forget, I had to play this. And it was crazy because they had me play a 17-year-old and a 24-year-old, like 2 different periods in the life. And I was like,
Oh wait,
first,
that tracks. Look at your skin.
I'm like, I can't.
Beautiful
Babe,
skin.
babe, I can't pull
Beautiful
17.
skin.
No,
Yeah,
when you
smooth.
watch this, it's the filter. Do you not use OBS? Everything's smooth right now.
No, we're not using any. We're just on nothing.
We're raw
You're a
dogging it
real
like
professional. We're
idiots.
not a professional.
No,
We're
it
not
looks
a
good.
Professional? God.
well, I do
Yeah,
have
you
a
know
ring
what it
light,
is?
and that helps.
This is my tiny house. It's outside my house. It's like my writing office.
This is
so
the
like
coolest space
It's all-
ever.
it's all toned in. But yeah, back to what you said. It was crazy to be on screen for the first time, and it's such a absolute different compared to social media because like I have ADHD. I'm like go. So like being a character who wasn't me was crazy interesting because I'm playing like this best friend, like meek person, and I'm just like, yo,
They had you
what's
play
up?
a meek person for your first role?
Well, first, I would never fight over no man. You know what I mean?
No, first of all,
Dude,
Yeah,
I would have you
step
play like a fun, boisterous. I want you to be someone who's having a good time.
Well, you know what it was for Letterkenny. I
will.
wanted to be a cop. I was like, they need a cop on
That'd be
that
great.
show.
Yeah, not a
It was
single
like-
police officer in the whole show. I never thought about that.
you being a cop would have been perfect world building. It would have made sense.
It's just
Wow.
funny.
Maybe
Damn.
also it would have been like it. Did we reveal Professor Trisha as a? You could have been the cop slash Professor Trisha, and that Dan like falls in love with.
They had
Oh,
Professor Trisha in
damn.
the cartoon.
Okay.
I'm just going to quickly read the description of Would You Kill For Me, the Mary Bailey story. Is this the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
After a lifetime of abuse from the same man, a grandmother, her daughter, and her granddaughter conspired to get rid of him once and for all.
Yeah. So I was the daughter's best friend.
And it was
But
a
I ha-
revenge murder story.
Yeah, it was like 3 tiny scenes on screen for like 5 total minutes. And it was there for 2 weeks. I'm like, this is wild how long it takes to shoot something.
Yeah.
And then the second role I got was hilarious. Also, I'm guessing because of TikTok. And it was with the movie's not out yet, but Kaya she's from Skins, she's from Suits. They go out and they say, we have a role for you. We envision you in this role. It was one line, and it was an Applebee's manager.
Okay.
They envisioned you as an Applebee's manager.
Hey, sure.
You know
I had the tightest ponytail.
Oh, very high.
My God, right on the top of my head. I was pulled.
Wait, were you wearing one of those vests with a bunch of trinkets on it? That's what I'm imagining for some reason. Polo. Okay, yeah. I guess your managerial position. That makes sense.
In my life, I've never been to an Applebee's.
Neither have I.
Okay, all right. No, of course not.
One line.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, I'll do it. I just want to get close to her and tell her she was my favorite teenage show.
So did you feel like as someone coming onto now multiple sets and also producing a movie, which is an entirely other thing, obviously a very different job.
So fun.
Do you want to continue to pursue acting? How do you feel about it?
I really love acting. I really love drama acting. I really love comedy acting. I'm a writer before anything, and I was before any of this. And it's been really interesting to have different people reach out and say, what do you think about this? Or, do you want to try writing on this? What do you think of the script? Which is so amazing. But like, absolutely, I like acting. I feel like if it was something that I was a part of writing, I'd be better at it. I have such a hard time with memorizing shit. How do you guys memorize things the way you do it?
Wait a second. You are a writer.
Yeah.
So when you write and you put down a series of sentences that make a lot of sense back to back, do you not remember why you wrote those things? You don't. That doesn't clue into your brain where you're like, I say this person's mad because of that. Then that's how I do it. If it's
not a week later.
Okay, but
how do you memorize? How do you do this?
First of all, I'm not a great memorizer.
Are you not? That seems crazy to me.
I'm not. My wife, amazing at it. She's like a genius. I have to listen to, so I have a very strict process. Like I print it out, first of all, have to see it in paper in front of me. It can't do it any other way. Highlight all the words, and then I record myself saying all the other lines in voice note, and then I start doing it where it's like I'm talking to myself, and I look crazy. I do the voice note, and I respond to myself. And then
that's so smart.
At some point, I take the page and I put it over top of the other script, and I do one line at a time. And if I get the line wrong, I have to go back to the beginning. So eventually, I have to be able to do all the lines in a row. It is torture.
You torture yourself into learning. Yeah,
I'm very bad. Just like you, not great at attention.
Yeah.
So my attention span and ability to be an actor, it's like I picked the worst possible fucking career. Like I am sitting at the coffee shop.
You're killing it though.
Out of my fucking mind. I appreciate that. But you don't see me not
public?
killing it. Yes. I sit at the coffee shop and I'm like,
hey.
The coffee order came up to me. They thought I was not well for
they did
a really long time.
They're probably just like actors.
Yeah. Well, I wish that's how they. Now I'm embarrassed.
Do it. Keep doing it.
I mean, I do like the memorization game. This is where Letterkenny was brain camp. Oh, Evan's still gone. This is where it was actually so good. I don't know, Evan, if you agree, but I was just saying Letterkenny was like brain camp in the sense that it forced me to become really good at memorizing and find my little things because we'd have so much to do in one day that it was like you had to figure out strategies. You just have to.
Also in Letterkenny, the thing that's so different is like, it's not like a rolling scene. Sometimes it's those really fast back and forths. Like, it's easy to react to a situation, to remember that, than it is to like, you're saying these like hilarious things and you have to get every word for it to rhyme and like, props to y'all. Props.
The scenes where we were just talking about like band names or something, like something generic, where it would just be a band name. Tyler and I would run the scenes 400 times. So we had to get so comfortable because, I mean, as you know now as a producer, it costs so much money to shoot. You are spending money, like every moment you're getting the lines wrong, you're wasting like thousands of dollars. Yeah. So if you fuck it up, you're fucking it up for everybody, and maybe the show will go under. So it's like,
it seems like there's so much to like that. And like when we shot our movie, it was different. There were 6 people in total.
Let's get to this movie.
What do you mean? Like a skeleton? So it's like just because it's found footage.
It was my husband, Chris, Jay, who was in it and is the editor, and then 2 assistants. We shot it in 7 days.
Yo,
we shot it in 7 days.
Dead? Were the assistants?
You know what? It wasn't too bad. And the cool thing was like most of it was shot on my property, and then we rented a bed and breakfast in another town. I'll send you guys screeners because you have to check it out. But like, yeah, it's a found footage.
I want to see it in the movie.
Yeah,
theater.
I do want to see it in theaters as well.
Because it's in
I
select
love
theaters.
found footage.
On
Yes,
25th, right?
July 25th is going to be in theater. And here's the thing: we shot this found footage 7 days. It was supposed to just be for our followers. We didn't know where it was going to land, but then Shudder saw it, and Shudder was like, "We're going to do a thing with this."
No way.
No one had put out a found footage movie in quite a few years.
Yeah.
So like we had a plan. Chris, she's amazing. The ideas that she came up with, so many manic middle of the night, voice notes and stuff like that. But she had a beat sheet. We knew where we were starting and ending in each scene, and we improv'd it because her and I improv so well together.
Oh, I love this.
This is
Wait,
like
an improvised found footage horror movie.
Know.
I cannot wait to see this. So it's
Some of
somewhere
the end is tighter, but
right. Yeah. You have a framework, like kind of where you want to go, but
the beginning was it's a lot of funny shit. There's a shit shack, there's a wheelchair van, there's Lost in the Forest. But once we get into the house, that's where a lot more there were some lines and stuff like that, especially towards the end. But for those first couple of days, we just got to drive around my house for hours and just bullshit in this van so we can get good stuff.
This is like the dream scenario for a lot of young filmmakers. Like people talk about doing this, like a movie on the cheap, just with your friends, it actually getting into theaters or being picked up by a streamer. Like this is like,
it's huge. It's a really big accomplishment.
Unlikely.
Well, we wanted to do it with a small budget too, and that was really important to us. And I think, and we've been open with it. I think American, it was $70,000 when it was all in post. It was all post.
Did it all go to post, and then also to like? Did you have like one stunt or like one
prosthetic
thing that happened? Yeah,
yeah, one prosthetic and renting the bed and breakfast. But other than that, some extras.
There's a bed and breakfast, you guys.
Yeah, and it was funny because it was. We film it. They know that. Like, there's a creepy house. But it was funny because everyone's like, in other meetings, like, where did you find this abandoned house in the middle of the forest? But we were able to shoot it where we're on my property, and it just turns to the house. But it was actually on the busiest freaking road. And there's Tim Hortons across the street. Like, this man on his front porch, he's like, why is everyone screaming?
Oh, no.
Is this your house?
He calls the cops?
No, this is a bed and breakfast.
Oh, this is a bed and breakfast. Okay, I thought people were saying your house looks like an abandoned house.
No, kind of. I live in I'm outside Toronto, so I'm an hour outside Toronto in backcountry.
Backcountry. I mean, me too. Look at this mustache, Bass Pro Shop hat. Me too.
Are you in Toronto?
He lives in the Junction.
I live in the Junction.
Where's the Junction?
The Junction's the coolest part of Toronto, man.
Okay,
very
west,
chill. Very west and north.
Come on by.
Yeah,
we're northwest.
He'll show you some great cocktail bars.
It's true, cocktail bars, and also maybe the best chicken sandwich in the city.
I will fuck with any chicken sandwich.
Yeah, me
Why
too.
didn't you show me that?
I can't really
Where
picture
is
you
it?
eating a really greasy chicken sandwich.
That's my favorite. And like a Nashville chicken sandwich is one of my favorite things of all time.
Oh, really? Oh, this is it.
Extra pickles, very spicy.
It also comes with waffle fries.
Slaw. Yeah.
Waffle fries are the best. I feel like waffle fries should be everywhere.
Waffle fries are everything.
They should be everywhere for everyone. Selena, can I take it back to the top, to the tip?
Yeah, we're actually deleting all of this. Podcast starts now.
Because I feel as though we're friends. I just am like, oh, we're friends.
Yeah, I
know.
But
I actually don't know, like, how did you get your start? What's like the backstory? Because you are a bona fide star. You have such an insane following of people that are so in love with you and such supporters. The work you put out is so good. Your videos are so funny. You're really vulnerable.
I'm gonna cry. Stop.
No, but it's incredibly impressive, and
it is.
And you are just a genuine talent, and people obviously latch on to that. So I just kind of want to know how it started.
Well, first, honored. That was so sweet.
Well, it's just true, girl.
I appreciate it. Well, you know what? It all started because of COVID. Well, pretty much. Back in 2014, I started a podcast called The Haunted State. That's where Celinaspookyboo was born. So a lot of people are like, you make comedy content. Why is this spooky boo for a lot of it? But COVID happened, and I was in a really hard place in my life. My husband had a really bad head injury. I had been diagnosed with Meniere's disease, which is this vertigo disorder. Things were falling apart really fast, like really fast. And I just saw people on TikTok, and I'd grown up watching Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas and all these people.
Trisha.
And I was like, I love Trisha.
I bought a hair
She talked
straightener
about
because
me
of
on
Shane Dawson.
No.
Are you serious?
And I used it one time, and I was like, oh.
It changed your... No, it didn't change your life.
I look
changed
bad.
mine.
Oh, nice.
No, Trisha talked about me on a podcast, and I almost fell over, which was insane.
That's insane.
But
Full
I just
circle,
saw...
right?
Yeah, and I just saw people doing it, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like I ever fit anywhere. And I started talking to people, making videos, and I felt like I fit somewhere. And I met this audience that like I resonated with, and I wanted to make them happier because COVID was hard and people were stuck inside. And I was like, I'm going to be so weird and I'm just going to let it be. And it really took off, and it led to, you know, the podcast got bigger, the books got bigger, and it all went to hand in hand. And like, I feel so thankful for TikTok in this avenue because like it I don't know where I'd be.
Which is wild because as a Canadian, we all know that you don't actually make money off the creator fund.
Zero.
And so
That's
like
crazy.
you have to keep yourself afloat in all the other avenues, in all the other ways.
It's
so you have
getting
to be
people to
extra
different
creative.
socials.
Yeah. Please follow me on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody follow Selena Myers, Celinaspookyboo everywhere,
Thank
including
you.
YouTube. Oh my God.
Please.
You
And
will not be
track the
disappointed.
IMDb page, because that's the thing. Put a watch list plus on
Oh.
the IMDb page.
You're going to
Keep
be
track.
raising on that star meter. I can see
Yeah,
it.
it's true.
Dude, I remember famous birthdays come out, and I've always looked there, and I'm like, where am I at?
Where am I at,
slowly
though?
where am
Famous
I at?
birthdays is very funny. Do you also look at WikiFeet? Where do you draw the line? What's your favorite
I'll look
way
at
to check
anything.
yourself out online?
Oh, I've never seen WikiFeet. I don't think I have one.
WikiFeet?
No, I'm not on
You
there.
gotta
I bet.
give it a spin.
Everyone's
It's-
on WikiFeet. Do you
yeah,
think your
it'll shock
neighbor
you.
who doesn't do anything is on
I got
WikiFeet?
cute feet.
Well, then you're
I bet you
definitely
got a
on
great
WikiFeet. You're definitely on WikiFeet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be texting you later.
I think I've like said this before,
Follow
but
Selena on WikiFeet.
it
guys.
really like lives in my head rent free. Somebody commented on my feed on WikiFeet going, honestly, really disappointed. It's like, it's
Devastating
actually
blow.
it's
Oh my
burned
God.
into my brain. It's just
Dude.
a thing that I'm like, I know this about myself. My feet are disappointed. My feet are disappointed.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
look
like,
down occasionally and you just
Are
go,
there feet surgeons? What the heck?
damn, man. I have
feet
this
connoisseurs.
It's so weird. I
Yeah.
have this one picture on WikiFeet, and we're only going to talk about WikiFeet for the rest of the podcast.
I
by
need
the
to
way.
now Google if I'm
I
on
went
here.
to this one
Yeah.
picture on WikiFeet that's up there where I'm doing a handstand on the beach, and Sarah Gadden is there. Like I'm next to Sarah, and I'm doing a handstand, and my foot's at this crazy angle. It's horrifying, and I can't look away. But it's got a great.
But people
rating.
like it?
People love it.
I'm not
I
on
like
there,
the
guys.
weird
The-
shit.
The focus.
No
Well,
Selena
when
Spooky
you're-
Boo feet on there.
You're up there. Come
No,
on,
I'm not.
man.
I've never put my feet online though, either. Like
Oh,
ever.
has this been active? You've been trying not to?
Well, it's kind of wise not to.
For
I think
free?
we all know exactly. We all know that that's a thing. But
Wiki
when
feed.
your movie comes out, just keep those toes locked up because
They are. They're locked. They're locked.
Yeah.
You're not wearing like you don't have like sandals on the whole time, Birkenstocks.
Guys, I'm round. I film from here up. This is what you're
Get
getting.
out of here!
This beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful face. Also,
Yeah.
is
This is
your
what you
hair? How long is your hair right now?
Oh
my God.
Down here.
Gorgeous,
I
luscious.
cut it all off in 2020, dyed it black, and for the first time in my life, it went past my shoulders. I swear it's black hair dye.
Oh, you like did like a short moment.
And I wore a wig for a year.
Why? Because
That's
you
when I
just
had-
hated it.
Because you wanted
I
the
was
hair
like,
to
no
come in.
heat. I just want my hair to grow. And it just poof.
That does it.
And this is
Apparently.
your natural
Should I
hair.
wear a wig, you guys?
Yeah.
Do you think I could get it back if I wear a wig?
Maybe.
Should I start,
Maybe.
Should I start to?
I think that is how that works for
I
men.
look like a fucking degenerate with this mustache.
It's perfect.
I like
I think it looks
with
good.
this hair and this mustache right now, I look like I'm literally going to sell you drugs in a real way.
In a real
not
way.
good drugs.
Not
Bad
good
drugs.
drug.
dirty drugs.
Just grow it out. I get like a hard long hair. I think it'd be fun. Is your
Oh,
hair that
man.
dark? Is your hair that dark normally?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't dye my hair. No, I can't do any. I don't do anything. I just grow it out until a production cuts it. So I had a big beard
Okay.
until yesterday, and I went and shot a show where like I'm again maybe the villain, literally every day of my life. And then when I came home and I was like, it's 40 degrees in Toronto, as you know.
Yeah, it's
So
disgusting.
So I just like trimmed it all down, and then this was kind of still there.
Oh, nice.
And
I think it looks
looked
good.
that.
And I looked at my wife, and she was like,
Cool. Keep that for a bit.
yeah.
Well, and you guys are about to go to Italy,
Yeah.
and I feel like a mustache in Italy makes sense in my brain.
"Oh, dude, people are gonna think I'm Italian for sure."
Oh yeah,
They're
White
speaking
linen
to you in their
shirt.
language.
Grazie.
Beautiful.
I like that.
Molto bene. I don't know any other words. I'm fine.
Okay, so Selena, when did you write your first book? Like what timeline was that? Was that before pandemic or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think first book was 2015, and that was a companion for the podcast. And it was called it was called The Home Reader, and it was kind of like a collection of paranormal experiences that I had been through. So I'd written that, but the second one, I'm so excited to share this fun fact.
Yes.
So the second one, which is The Haunting Clandestine House. When I write, I have to have someone in my head that I'm writing about. And I had to have like a person, and it was you.
That makes sense.
Michelle.
No.
So Hannah in my book was written to it looked like you. Like that was because I had to put people in my head. And
I do that too, Selena. I totally understand where you're coming from because it
came out the year of Letterkenny,
right? Like you hear their voice when you write a line. You're like, that's what they sound like. That's their voice.
Yeah, but it was literally you, and I had to. And I listened to Billie Eilish bury a friend for 4 days. I wrote this book in 4 days, and in my head because I watch it as a movie in my head and type it down.
Well, when you have to make the movie version, we have an actor for you.
Hey, I'm available.
Who looks like Hannah.
I cannot wait to read this because I'm a narcissist, especially now that I know it's kind of based off me a little bit, or at least I was a part of the inspiration. But in general, I can't wait to read it. But that's so sweet and cool. What
Imagine
are the
I was
odds?
excited.
It's like ugly piece of shit,
Bit dumb.
terrible skin, bad hair.
Okay, well, that's very cool. So I'm also like intrigued that you were so early to the podcast game. Like 2014. And this is where I think
it was like
people
you and Ira Glass, like that was
right, and like Paul Shear.
True.
It was so long ago.
Yeah, and I think there's people that are really good at sort of seeing where industries go. It's a big reason why certain people blow up on the internet and others don't. It's because you're kind of ahead of the curve and you see things before it happens. And I do think you have that ability. Just like,
is it because you're a medium?
I was gonna say,
is there a ghost who told you?
Maybe. I just get weird vibes when I have a good idea and I know it's going to work out, which is such a strange thing. But when I get an idea, I'll get goosebumps if it's good. If I know it's going to work, which is crazy. Because the first time we set up cameras and my husband caught my sleepwalking, I got goosebumps and I was like, post
this is going to be a thing.
And there were dad jokes, different books. Like I'm really into manifesting really violently. Like I took my newest book, Hollow, and I'd released Hollow on my own. And I was like, I feel like this book's going to be something. And I tore all the pages out of it. And I tore all the pages out of Vampire Diaries and Twilight. And I did a whole wall of wallpaper in those 3 books. It was a bathroom. And I'd sit in there and shit. And I would look at my walls and I'd be like, this book's going to be something. And the book actually ended up getting pulled. And it's getting re-released in January. And LJ Smith, she passed away. Vampire Diaries. LJ Smith, she passed away.
Yeah.
Last book she read before she passed away, and like wrote a big endorsement for it, which was crazy. But it's like I manifested it into reality.
You might be a real witch.
I might be
a real witch.
That might be some real witch shit.
Let me know what you want, baby. I got a black mirror, and I'm going to talk to the spirits for you.
Yo, that's actually so cool. The idea of looking at those pages is so great.
But that is the like. I mean, that's a thing. You write it down, you make a board, you say it out loud, you do. It's important to speak to what you want.
How do you get what you want if you don't know what you want? You know,
right? Yeah, and having that kind of like you said, like knowing what you want and having the courage to say it or write it or whatever.
Yep.
It's hard for people to do, but it's so important, especially in creative pursuits, because we are so hard on ourselves being like, is that a good idea? Like,
I know.
will people like it? It's like, no. If you feel it in your body,
do
it.
You have to be more, you have to like give yourself some unearned confidence sometimes.
Totally.
Like, especially when it comes to something you've never done before, like
Fake
write
it
a
till you
movie.
make it, babe.
Totally. Because if you just sit there your entire life going like, I don't know if I'm ever like, people won't read my movie. They're not going to want to make it. Like I felt like that for years.
Yeah.
And then at some point I was like, I'm just going to fucking write a movie. The one that I want, the one that I enjoy.
Did you
and
do
you're
it?
such a good writer, Evan. Evan's a great writer.
That.
Can I read it? I want to read it.
I'll send it to you. Yeah, it's a horror movie. It's fun. It's very fun, actually.
Okay, I want to. I've actually discovered how much more I enjoy screenplays over books.
Because it's so much more efficient.
Oh God, yeah.
You can write a movie.
Yeah.
Like that compared to a book. Oh my God. And then you have to reread the book when you're editing it and like the manuscript process. It's just
I
like,
just finished a 90,000 word book and I had to read through it 3 times and it took forever. And it's funny because it's actually the prequel to Clandestine House, and the screenplay that I'm halfway through is the merger of both of those.
Is the
It's
screenplay
so cool.
taking you no time because you're like, it's easy because you're just pulling your favorite moments from each
And
book?
it's such an A24 neon
nice.
movie, and I'm just like, oh.
A24 Neon, if you guys are listening right
And
now.
we know
look
you
at the
are. We
script.
know you're big
They actually
fans.
We're there.
might
You're
be.
there.
Some of them might be.
I mean, I
there.
will
We know-
say
we know
the
people.
horror movie genre, I don't know if you feel this way, but it's where I got my start. It's where like a lot of actors
True.
get their start. And it's such a lovely community of people. I feel like the fans of the horror genre are really uplifting for like newer movies or like smaller budget, and they give people an opportunity to like break in a cool
Yeah.
Oh,
way.
they're
And
unmatched for that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
want people to succeed,
Yeah.
which
Yes.
is very rare for the film industry.
Guys, the weirdos are always the nicest.
The best.
That's what as a
Yeah.
weirdo, I
No,
can say that.
No, absolutely. And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And like going to these film festivals and stuff, are you planning on, I hope you do that
Yeah.
because I've never made my own movie, but I've been in a couple horror movies and there's really cool like Fantasia Festival
Toronto
in
After
Montreal.
Dark. Come on.
Toronto
We've
After Dark, like,
Heard,
it's so
but we're not
fun.
doing them because it got
too
picked up.
late.
The craziest
Yeah.
thing is we were on the
Too
last day of
successful, girl.
shooting.
Yeah,
Well, that
I'm
was,
sorry, it's too good of a movie and people
No.
want it already.
well, I think it's our
Take a look
social
at the
media.
weekend.
I think it's social media following plays a lot into it, you know.
Sure.
And I know usually people do that circuit, which would have been really fun, but we finished shooting tomorrow last year, so we're 1 year away from when we finished, and we
That's
finished
actually a quick
right.
turnaround.
very
Holy
quick.
Well,
shit.
we had our first screening October 1st. Or September 28th. So we did all of that. So like the end of July,
Holy.
August, September, that was it for post. We were like, get it. And then we did our first screening, and that's when
you
Shutter saw
gotta
'em.
book the next deal now.
Yeah,
Like
right?
like you just gotta book the next deal, start shooting the next movie before anyone even sees this movie. Just keep the
Yeah,
rig
just
rolling.
keep it going.
Just
It'll
keep
be
pushing.
fine. It'll be fine. I don't need to
You'll
sleep.
catch up eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're okay. That's really exciting. I'm sorry that we won't see it at festivals because I would love to go see it in a festival.
Yeah.
But
I'm
wherever
excited
I
to
can
see
find it, I'm gonna see
theaters.
it. Yeah, me
Theaters
too.
were fun. Yeah.
Okay, this is so exciting. And you're starring in it with your best friend?
Yes, and our friend Jay, who was originally Chris's editor.
Okay.
That's a pretty big leap. Did they know each other non-professionally before that?
No, but he came and shot some of our ghost hunts, you
that's
know,
great.
and people knew the dynamic of us.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do something where it was like, we do ghost hunting, but like, how cool would it be if that shit actually happened? Like really scary
yeah.
stuff. Cause like some stuff happens, but like,
It's always like a thing moving or like you hear a little voice.
yeah.
You want somebody's body to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wanna
want a
see how
hand.
you- Ugh, I love a
coming
hand.
up. Okay, can I ask you about some of your paranormal experiences? Because I'm
course.
so interested in this stuff.
Yes.
As Evan
Yes.
knows,
I'll
it
remain
drives
over
it,
here
it
as
drives
the
Evan
skeptic,
crazy.
but it's okay. I was a haunted
love
tour
it.
guide. Okay, I'm involved. I'm a horror movies are my favorite types of movies.
Babe, I wish I was a skeptic. Oh,
But do I
I
believe in
respect
ghosts? No.
skeptics. I wish.
Well,
I wish.
you saying that just gave me full body chills.
I wish I was a skeptic.
I wish.
It's so funny.
Whoa.
Are you that haunted? Fuck.
Oh, it's been a life. It's been an
Yeah.
interesting life.
Can you speak to it a little bit with what you're comfortable sharing?
I'm comfortable. So I'm so open. And that's the thing I think with social media, I think school is I'm just like, whatever you want to know. For me, it started so early. I had this friend, as most kids do, but things got weird and stuff started happening around our house. Like things that were up a little bit too high for me to reach would be flipped over or dressers would be pulled out, like tiny stuff. And I called her Mary Agnes. My mom was like, that's so weird. So we got to this point where one day my mom is getting us ready to go outside. It's winter. And she turns around. She sees a little girl sitting under the table. She looks to confirm I'm sitting on the stairs, looks at the table. Girl is gone. Okay. So at this point, they start taking me to doctors because something's not right.
Some's
So they
amiss.
Yeah. So they started thinking that I had childhood schizophrenia with some of the things that were happening. So they ended up taking me to this child psychologist. I was in the room with him for 15 minutes when he came out and he said, "This is not schizophrenia. Your daughter just recited the last half paragraph from the bottom of a letter that his mother had left in his will." I'm 4. And I said 2 sentences of what was in a letter. And it sounds completely unbelievable. I even have a hard time believing it. I'm like, Mom, like, is this absolute bullshit? But over the years, working in different paranormal cases, and after that happened, I started getting studied. So we started doing, I forget what the test is called, but it was in Toronto, but they would be on one side and I'd be on the other side, and they would have a triangle, a square, and a circle, and they would hold it up. And I would have to guess from the other side which one they're holding up. So I did it 36 times, and 30 out of 36 times, I said the correct shape. which was way too high.
Too high.
But as I got older, it went away quite a bit. It did go away quite a bit. And then, then things got spooky because I got a little bit too into it for a while. Then I started the podcast so I could still stay in that world, but not do stuff.
Not personally.
Not personally. But the scariest thing I've ever seen and ever done, I attended an exorcism. So that's something I don't talk about like a lot, but it was heavy. A crazy experience. It wasn't like the movies, but the smells and the temperature change and the different voice were things that the movies had, right? Like things weren't flying around and vomit and all this stuff, but it was crazy. I was there with a pastor and it was really weird to do at 21.
Did you seek it out?
Yeah.
So for Craigslist exorcism.
Well, it started as a joke because people knew what I had gone through when I was a kid. So when I was in high school, somebody had put on the yellowpages.com Selina's Psychic Services and put my cell phone number. My cell phone number has always been the same. And we'd start getting calls. And then eventually this pastor reached out and he took me on some cases that he went to through the church where people had reached out to the church. So, yeah, so that's so
what? This ghosts aside.
This is a movie.
Exorcism aside. Even me not believing in any of that stuff, this sequence of events in your life is
weird,
bonkers.
Right?
This is such a
that's all the first book was the home reader.
Which makes sense because it's very dysregulating to first of all be brought to a child psychologist to be told that you're kind of psychic, and then also to go to exorcisms. Like this sequence of events, like that would leave me rattled. Oh,
the things that I did when I was a kid, like I was so into Ouija. I don't really play with Ouija boards. I think they're dicey and stuff, but I 100% promised my unborn children as a child when you don't understand. And it was strange because I did this with 3 friends and none of us could naturally have children. Ever. We're all older now and none of us could naturally have children. We're like, is it a coincidence or did we literally do this? This is insane.
No, so you did not do that.
Didn't do anything.
Could you imagine? I get to heaven one day and they're like, yo, you definitely did that.
You invited some weird demonic presence into your room.
Mary Agnes. Oh, and I should have finished that story. Mary Agnes, they actually ended up having a historian in, and Woodstock, which is a town I grew up on, there's a Nellis street in town. The Nellis family were one of the founders of the town. Their property, their cabin, sat exactly where the house was built. So Mary Agnes died of scarlet fever when she was 7 years old. And I've been to her grave, which was crazy. But I don't remember seeing her.
There is a Mary Agnes in your town. Damn.
Yeah. First of all, kids are conduits. They're open. They just are. Energetically, Evan, I'm not even dealing with you right now.
Because you could see my face. Sorry that my face is doing things. I can't help it.
Here's the thing. It's for me, it's not even a question of if there are spirits, call them ghosts. It's just how much people are able to engage or not. And it's not it has to be all spooky, but people are more open to it than others. And some people, they didn't ask for it. You seem like you're one of those people that you are just a bit of a medium of sorts, a conduit.
It happens sometimes. It sometimes doesn't.
Happens. Yeah. It's kind of a crazy thing. I've had a couple of spooky experiences as a child. I think most kids, but you kind of don't know if that's just your imagination or what.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not somebody who has that ability, but I have people in my life and I've actively seen it. And the things that they've said to me, it's so crazy. It's too much to be a coincidence.
My husband was you, Evan. My husband was you. He was not into it. Don't believe it. Don't bring it into our house. I don't want to. Any of this. More of he is now my partner in crime. He is something's up with this place. I'm
picturing him with a reader and a wand. And it's
literally.
He's
the amount of time we've been in a haunted place, and he's usually a cameraman, and he's just
something's off.
Dude, I did see it, dude.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I had this condition called advanced hypnagogia, which is night hallucinations. Every time I went to bed and I was even slightly I was going to say the word aroused, but I mean that in the most traditional sense, not horny. I'm alert. I had a big day.
Stimulated.
I was at a party, stimulated, but that also sounds horny.
I know, but
every time I went to bed and I was heightened, I would see people in my room, things in my room. I would leave the room and people would be there as well. So I have like a memory of like a vampire standing beside my bed holding a blood bag and drinking out of it. I have a memory of a werewolf crawling into my bed and breathing over my face. I have a memory of going into my parents' bedroom, looking out the window and seeing my music teacher getting out of his car in a goblin mask and then looking up at me. Like I have all these things that happened when I was a kid.
I'm sorry, the blood bag?
You're in my sleepwalking dreams here, bro.
Yeah, like I couldn't get away from it. And at one point I jumped down the stairs.
Oh,
like from the top step.
Dangerous.
And my mom was like, all I remember is being at the bottom of the stairs being like, what the fuck is wrong with my ankle? And she was like, you just jumped down the stairs. And I was like, oh, well, that's because the thing at the top of the stairs. So I started.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thankfully, as you age, your brain stops like developing in the same way, and it stopped being as regular. It still happens to me on occasion, but it's never as extreme. It's usually like I went to a party, and then the people from the party are in the room.
Okay, that's still scary though.
And I'm still having like a
like
conversation, like Michelle, if I saw you and we had a great night and a lot of really good conversation and I went to bed within an hour of that, I'd wake up a couple hours later and you'd kind of be sitting at the end of my bed and we'd still be chatting.
I've never heard of this before.
Usually,
this sounds like almost like the what's the dreaming that people have where they're paralyzed?
Yeah, so I have that too.
What's that called?
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. Yeah, it's very connected. It's like your brain is like trying to make sense of like what's happening in your dream, but you're already awake, so it releases a chemical to keep you protected, so it doesn't let you move.
Is it like a REM disorder? Because like that's what I have.
Yeah.
I don't know what mine's called, but I have a REM sleep disorder. That's what causes my sleepwalking.
Like I don't sleepwalk. Like I don't go around and do like because that to me, when I watch your videos, like the first time I ever saw you on the internet. Was you throwing cans in the front yard. And I remember thinking to myself, holy fucking shit, like that is the, first of all, funniest thing, but also scariest thing. Like it must be alarming.
I just remember the first time like seeing the actual footage because we'd never had a camera up and Adam had only ever described it to me. I was like, everyone's gonna think that's fake.
Like that can't be real.
I'm like,
I don't do that.
And he's like, no, like, and that was really a big debate. And that's like such a thing with my sleepwalking. It is down the board. And people don't understand that like, it happens only if I'm super stressed, or I can stimulate it with eating cheese and having melatonin.
Yes.
And melatonin. I can't have melatonin.
So you're like, the content is light this week. I'm going to eat a brick of cheese.
Yeah. And it was just, it's funny because like, I'm not lucid when it happens. But like I sometimes have little memories of it. Sometimes if I really want it to be influenced a certain way too, like I would watch a lot of funny movies before, or I would write down a bunch of stuff. And it's almost like I keep watching the freaking Osbournes. I keep dreaming about the Osbournes. Do you know what I mean?
Like a Martin Short element to the goofiness of it. Like you're like walking around doing funny things. Like it's slapstick. Like you're doing
there's a lot that doesn't make it in. I get naked every time I hump stuff. All the time in my dreams.
So like regression, like you're like going into an animal state.
Literal animal. I'll get on all knees. Oh, it's bad.
Wow.
Dude, that's like this. Oh my God, that's so funny. You guys watching back the tape must be its own. I just want to see the camera just on you watching. It used to be funny, but then some of it.
Now you're well, for anyone who's listening and doesn't know what we're referencing, part of Celina's like TikTok kind of blow up, I would say, has to do with this series that she started posting about her sleepwalking and what she gets up to. And it's sleepwalking in a way that I've never really seen before, but I know it happens. Like I have seen people, but the fact that you guys have set up cameras to really watch what goes on. First of all, very vulnerable choice for you and your husband, and I appreciate you doing it because it's so funny.
Anything to make us smile.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Like I would not even think, because I would think like even just in your living room, like do you ever just want to like pick your nose when you're alone, but then you like look up and you're like
well, sometimes, like literally, like the cameras are all over my house now, but I usually don't leave the bedroom anymore when we do it. I haven't done it a long time because I think I burned it out because for a while when I was doing it, it wasn't working. So then I was eating all this cheese, which I'm lactose intolerant, taking the melatonin and just hollering all night, not getting up, but just being like, ha. And it was like, I needed to take a break.
He's like,
Your
this is fun.
like, please stop.
This is really great.
Great, baby.
Oh my God. That is a crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad for you that you found ways to like take something like that that's so funny and so accessible for people, and then also go and do so much other stuff with it. Like you're not just like the sleepwalking girl. Like that's not your thing
for most people though. They're like,
no, but you're not.
People come up and they're like,
entry point.
They're like, I know you from the internet, and I go, I don't do porn. Or sometimes I go, it's porn, just for fun to embarrass them.
I've done that before too. Some guy came up to me, he's like, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, oh, do you watch porn? And he literally went so red. And I went, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm kidding. I'm going
to start doing that though.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it too.
With that mustache, you have to.
Oh, do you watch porn? Because that's where I'm from.
I have a question for you guys. Because your characters were around for so long and so memorable in Letterkenny, did you ever run into people that didn't understand that it wasn't real and like thought you were Katie and Roald?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday, someone opened up their car door and went, I love you, Roldy. And I was like, that's so nice. I'm Evan.
My name's Evan.
But it is actually really nice. And I've definitely had experiences where people, like one of the weirder ones was on the subway when a guy just came up to me and was like, you're a lot like less gay than I thought you'd be. And I was like, what?
I'm not gay.
This is such an odd. I don't know where your brain is like coming up with it, but it was such a funny.
Where's the disconnect?
It was a huge disconnect, and I was like, yeah. Anyway, it's that kind of stuff where people really don't perceive you as an actor; they perceive you as the character in the show. Especially when you've seen it 6 times, 8 years of watching a show. Like, is this weird for you? Is this a little odd talking to us right now?
It's really cool for the fact that like Loki stalked for so many years, but in a healthy way.
Healthy way.
And anything you guys are in, I'm like when you find like I'm like an audiobook person. You sent
to my PO box, by the way.
I sent a baby.
Dead baby. It's a bit. Doing a bit because you're a stalker.
I was like, did I do that?
Did I do that? It seems like something I would do. I think I sent one to Evan. I get it. Eden advertising.
Literally, oh my gosh. Katie, it sounded like you had a story. Do you have a story? I was so curious.
Well, I think I have told this before, but these guys at a bar were kind of like, it was after the first season came out. So there's no real excuse. Like I haven't been living with me for that long, guys. My God.
Yeah.
But he was like quite drunk and he just was kind of like, what are you doing in Toronto? And I went, oh, I live here. And he's like, but are you just visiting with your brother? Are you guys going to go back? And all of his friends were like, dude, what? Stop talking.
Imagine.
And I was like, that he isn't my actual brother. He just got completely like switched around and it was very strange to watch in real time. That's my weirdest story.
Those people I worry about like dementia in the future or something.
Totally. Like it's already kicking in. Something's going on. Do some crosswords, buddy.
I know.
Yeah.
Take on Sudoku. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or drink a little less, like maybe.
Yeah. You're wrecking that matter part in your brain there.
Jeez. Yeah. Is pink or gray the good one?
Gray.
Gray matter. I know my uncle, he has dementia. It's gone. It's gone in the back. He's like, it's black.
It's just black matter is where it gets really bad.
Holes.
Oh
no.
Oh my God.
Speaking of Letterkenny, the 3 of us watched.
Yeah, but are we going to talk about that show?
Episode 1.
I feel like we should talk about it another day.
I think so
or
too.
Something. Like we're done with that. I'm just talking to
unless
you do really want to
too.
talk about the episode.
I watched it last night.
Get to know you. Okay.
No, I was so excited.
I think we'll do a proper recap next episode with Evan and I going through the episode if we want to. But as a person, you've watched the show many times. We asked you to kind of go back to an earlier season. Like overall, I guess I selfishly kind of want to know, why were you drawn to Letterkenny initially? What do you like? What is it about the show that resonates with you? Can I ask that, or is that really
no? Of course, no.
I thought you were gonna be like, what makes my performance so believable?
Good. No, it was so believable, and again, it felt like my growing up. Like I said, like I live in this tiny town, and every single one of you takes me back to a friend that I knew, and like when I talk about the things that I lived through, like I'm talking on the quads in the back fields, getting chased by a farmer because we're ripping through the cornfield. Like there's just everything. And it also just like did this thing in my mind where I'm just like, this is Canada and people love it so much. And it just meant so much to me that like this experience. But like, again, like the acting, like you almost forget it's acting. Like it's just shot well and it's acted so well. And it's so different than a normal, like it's not a sitcom. It's not these things. It's just, it's so creative and it's so well written, and then you take something as silly as Fart Book and you just make Fart Book hilarious. And like a super soft birthday. I've had a super soft birthday because of it. Guys, I'm not gonna weird you out, but I have like every shirt. My door coming into my office is pitter patter. Like when it ended, I was destroyed because I knew COVID just like it ruined so many things, and I was just like, I wanted to go on forever. And like I went through a mourning period. Like I got to a point where my husband was like, get the fuck out of bed. Like it's over. And it was like, it would come out on Christmas and I would be like, hey, you can't go. I gotta wait.
No presents, just Letterkenny.
That's
so cool.
It's my safety show. It's my safety show.
No, I appreciate
and
that.
it's funny because like we are fans of yours as well. And so when you like originally reached out, it was such a crazy thing. And I think working in the arts and working in Canada, we do have to like connect with each other, look out for each other. Yeah. Think of each other for future projects. And so it's just like so nice to kind of meet you and like. So I will say if Hannah is available,
Michelle's agent's name.
Barb Godfrey, she works at Char. No, but I just mean like I think it is cool, and what I really dare I say appreciates about you is that
hearing it in real life, I gotta spin.
I had to
just
bring
took
it
like
out.
3 years off my life just there.
I know, I feel sick. But you as like you have this like how many followers do you have? Like
I don't even know what the collective numbers
platforms aggregated into the biggest possible number in the scariest possible way.
I think the last time my manager told me it was just about 33 million.
What is that the population
Are they insane?
Canada?
That's
No.
insane.
I think that might be the
But, like,
population.
you hype up the show, you talk about Canadian content, like as a Canadian creator. It's just it is really appreciated. It's really important
in Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love creating. I think so much is going to happen with creating in Canada.
I agree.
Like we speak to a lot of people and they're like, Canada is where a lot of the stuff is being produced. My manager's gone as far as being like, Selena, you should start a production company. Cause I feel like that would be fun because, back in the past, like things have changed. I'm like, it'd be so cool to fund projects that I genuinely are interested in and stuff like that. And getting my toes just wet in this project. Like I was a producer on it. I didn't write it. I didn't direct it. I didn't do any of that. But just being a part of it was such a stepping stone. I feel like I've learned so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
that's gotta be a crash course. It must be like you went through school doing a movie.
And well, it's interesting too, because everything's changed. The cameras have changed. Like even the cameras that I use for my YouTube, like when we bought it, we're like, we have to make sure they're Netflix approved because we don't know what the future holds. So just like all of these things, it's just, it's so interesting.
Netflix approved. Oh, so you're going for like a legit, like an Ari or some shit. Like you're going for like a you really never know. Nice camera. Wow.
Well, cool. I have 3 of them now, which is insane. Because
we
shot the movie and stuff.
Dude, you already made it. That's it. 3 cameras as a production company.
I just love Canada and I love making stuff. And I feel like there's so many voices out there that don't get the recognition that they deserve. Mm-hmm. And I think that like everybody has it. Maybe not everybody has it in them, but like you look at these creatives and you just want to have more of a stage for them and stuff.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends like that who I look at them and I'm like, damn, if only the world could see you shine.
Totally.
Like there's so many talented people in our industry who are so close to us and have such good ideas.
Yeah. There's so many people that have great ideas and it's just so hard, especially when you look at the content that people want to consume
eat.
Yeah,
eat works.
It's hard to pivot. Like I put out funny content and then you might put out something that means more to your heart, but it doesn't get the amount of views. So being taken seriously as a creator and then as a writer is 2 very, very different things. But
and it's very punishing for you in particular as a content creator because you get to see those number differences in real time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you guys don't care about as much as the thing that I love. Like, at least when you make a TV show, you don't know if people like it.
You just wait until it's done.
You just wait till it's done. People watch it or they don't. You don't really know. I never get the numbers. Like, we didn't realize Letterkenny was successful forever. Like,
are you serious?
It was like years into making it, and then we were like, it's doing well.
And it's still always rolling. Like people still talk about it. It's like Schitt's Creek too. Like it's just that's my other comfort show.
They killed it. I mean, dude, oh wait, I can't include this in the podcast. because I mean, I feel like I'm doxing her, but Annie lives like across the street from me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, Annie Murphy, she's like right there. We go to the same coffee shop.
She looks so nice.
She's a darling. I've only met her like twice, and I'm
she's
just
always
like,
so sweet. Every time I see her, she's got a burn a doodle too.
Oh,
we both
I love your dog. When you got your dog, I was like,
yeah, Dewey's the best. I was actually thinking, like, I have to introduce my dog to your 12 dogs.
I have 3 dogs.
You have 12 dogs. Every time I see, you have 12 dogs.
Okay.
The chickens count as dogs.
Oh, then there's like 50.
There's 50 dogs.
I have 3 cows now.
You have 3? What are you doing? What
does this turn?
Dude, what?
Oh my god!
You can
Where
see
are
them?
they? They're in pasture.
You can see that orange hue is a cow.
Oh my god, what are their names?
We got Bellers, Teener, and Jeaner.
Beller, Teener, and Janer.
Yeah. And they're Highlands.
Beller.
Oh, beautiful.
So
they've
long
got
hair.
And they have the horns, the long horns. Wow.
2 of them are babies.
That's my dog's favorite animal is the Highland cow. We go to the Toronto
Evan.
High Park Zoo and he just stares at them. He thinks he's a Highland cow, I think.
He wants
cool thing to
to
be.
nibble.
Yeah. But he ate one of their
wants some,
huge poos and then he puked and had diarrhea for like 3 days. So I couldn't pull him away from it. He was just like, he was just gobbling up the shit like it was like it was all over his face.
Oh
and
my
his
gosh.
mouth smelled so
No. This
I
is
see
bad.
those happen
so
all
many
day.
times.
Good.
So anyways, have your dogs eaten any of the Highland cattle poo yet?
No,
Great
but they have
question.
eaten chicken poop, and that's almost worse.
I can only imagine.
Yeah,
How
it's
is
probably filled with
how is your
bacteria.
dog doing that was sick for a bit and then he's in recovery and
Yeah, so we are about to hit 13th birthday for Molly, which is amazing. February last year, she was diagnosed with, get this, didn't know it existed, stage 5 lymphoma in dogs.
What?
I thought we were at goodbye. The doctor
Yeah.
said, nope, do chemo. She'll be fine. She had no reaction to the chemo at all and has been in full remission. My husband is a crazy natural person. All the organics, every
naturopath?
amazing naturopath.
Yeah.
There you go. Every amazing supplement, everything. And it's actually to the point where they're going over her old x-rays because they're like, I think we were wrong. Maybe.
So he's just like rubbing oils on her and like,
just eating. Like her food looks crazy in the morning,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
she
It
is like
makes
a
such a
puppy.
difference.
She might live forever. She barfed.
you guys invented immortality.
I think
in
so.
your kitchen.
She threw up 2 nights ago though, and I was like, "We need to go to the emergency
Yeah.
vet." And he's like, "I just forgot to give them dinner."
Oh, right. And
Okay, well,
there's
I'm
so
so
much
glad.
Highland cattle
Yeah.
shit in her mouth right now.
We're
and
all
she's-
dog lovers here. You have Clementine.
Always.
You have Clementine, right?
Clementine. Wow. Yes.
I'm creepy.
But I watched all your videos with Ollie because I was so emotionally invested. Like they're just little family members, and so get me the recipe of what she's eaten because I want to know about that.
Yeah. A lot of weird mushrooms and charcoal.
Oh, true.
Just like a strange combination of stuff.
I'll send you pictures. There's like 12 things he puts in her
Dude,
breakfast,
your
but I'm
day must look
convinced.
so interesting.
Oh, it's weird.
I just thinking about like what it must be like to be you and wake up in the morning and do the things you do. Like
I do my chore. I get up and I do my chorin'.
And she
do
did
chorin'.
chorin'.
I go to the chore and I go to the barn and I get the cows and I do the chickens and get the eggs and
then you go
get the
race
hay.
your Porsche down the street and get it arrested, and then you come back from.
I live on a
bail
dirt
and-
road. I go pretty slow with that car down there.
Oh God, this
Fair
life sounds so
enough.
good. I'm really hoping that the next time I come to Toronto, the 3 of us can get together somewhere somehow.
Fun.
And maybe do this again in person.
Yeah, do you like hang out?
And
do you
or
do
just
like
hang out.
Would you have like a cocktail? Do you do cocktails? Do you drink?
I don't
Do you have a
drink, but I drink
cocktail?
mocktails.
You drink
Perfect.
mocktails. Okay.
I would love to hang out with you guys because
you
like I said,
coffee?
I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, so I don't really see many people in real life.
Okay.
It's all,
Okay. Yeah.
Well, the
This
next
way.
Toronto trip, we're making this happen. And then as we wrap up here, because you've given us so much of your time and so appreciated, is there something that you want to talk about or like let the people know that you're up to or to look out for before we let you go?
Okay, but first, this is what I want to talk about. I did rewatch that episode, and I just want to say my favorite quote from that episode. Okay,
Please.
Okay,
You're
Please.
probably like, I prepared something, and
I did.
you didn't get to me.
I
Okay.
laughed so hard. You came out on the porch and you said to Wayne, you're like, "That's a short-haired dog. You don't need to keep brushing it." And he goes, "Why don't you mind your business? Why don't you get a hobby?" And he goes, and then he's like, "Why don't you get a kite?"
I thought it was, he says, "Why don't you get a kite a couple times?" It's
Yes,
very
he does.
good.
And I hollered. Oh, I hollered. But other than that, I'm always working on the things. Hollow comes out in January. It might be coming out not as a book. I don't know. Someone.
Oh.
We'll see.
Okay.
I never really talk about
video game. Interesting.
That'd be fun. No, the whole thing about this industry is it's 99% promises. So
NDAs and lies. Dude,
see.
I am all about the real stuff happening. That's why this podcast is so fun, because Michelle and I just get to like make it, and we get to just like hang out with you, and we get to say that's what we're doing, and then we get to do it. I feel like that's really special. So
I want to link up in real life, because I want to talk to you guys in real life and hear about your lives as a creepy stalker. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm not creepy.
I mean, we are such huge fans of yours as well. So this has been such a joy. Thank you again for taking the time.
Thank you.
Celinaspookyboo on TikTok. If you guys aren't following her, you're fucking missing out. Like, I don't know what to say. You're an idiot. You're living under a rock. It makes no sense. And pitter patter. Let's get at her. We love you so much. Spare Parts, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.